I haven't been on a YouTube live in a very, very long time. And I have no idea how this is going to go. I normally do TikTok lives, but I wanted to do a YouTube live because I'm getting more uh, active on YouTube. And I want to do some of my deep teaching on YouTube that I can't do on TikTok. So here we go. No, that's not it. I'm looking for all of my mouth maps. So it doesn't look like I have anybody on yet. So what I can do is, maybe I'll just talk about some random stuff. So right here, right, I have mouth maps that help show exactly the position. And then we talk about how, so where and how each individual English sound is made. So you can see this is actually a combination of two things. So we have this here, which in the world of phonetics, this is a vowel quadrilateral. So quad means four, lateral means side. So we have vowel quadrilateral. And we can actually plot where, in general terms, in relations to each other, where the tongue is and where the jaw is as we make different vowel sounds. And then we can take that vowel quadrilateral and we can overlay major mouth landmarks like lips, teeth, the alveolar ridge, the hard palate, the soft palate, and the glottis down here. And when we put these together, now all of a sudden we have a very powerful map that can actually help us know exactly where we make the sounds and then how to make those sounds. So the first thing that I'll do is let's go ahead and go through the 15 English vowels and diphthongs, again in English. So diphthongs are moving vowels. So let's go ahead and look at this. So these are vowels made in the front of the mouth, all right? And let's see here. Welcome, everybody. So glad that you're here. I am not very familiar with YouTube Live, so I'm trying to see. I'm doing well, thanks. How are you, Roxanne? So I'm seeing some comments there. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. So let's go through. Doing great. How are you and where are you located? I'm actually here in the Boston, Massachusetts area. So let's go through this. This vowel quadrilateral is showing us the 6 front vowels and diphthongs of English, starting from top to bottom. So this is where the blade of the tongue is, okay? The about 3/4 of an inch in where that is up here, all along the front. And the lower that it goes, the lower our lower jaw goes, the more open our mouth is. So we're going to say E, I, A. Notice this is the first diphthong. It's 2 sounds, moving vowel. So you actually have to move your tongue and your jaw making this A. Watch my mouth. A. So we start with the Spanish and go up to the A. Then we have the short E, and the short A, and finally the long I, which is another diphthong or a moving vowel. So we start low, mid, up to high front, I. Okay? So E as in beat, I as in bit, A as in bait, E as in bet, A as in bat, I as in bite. Then we have our central vowels. There are two key central vowels here. We have the neutral vowel, where our tongue is hanging out right in the middle of our mouth. It's not front or back, it's not high, it's neutral, and our jaw's not open really. Our mouth is open, but the jaw isn't really down. So we have okay? And what happens is most other languages, a lot of other languages don't have that sound. They have the sound. And so both and are sometimes collapsed into this one sound, the But is not okay? And so we have to get to the and I'll explain why in a second. So what we do is, if we're saying we're going to move our jaw up a little bit and move our tongue back from to okay? What's up? How are you? Yeah, things are good here. How are you? Now, this is a critical vowel because we have another vowel in English that is rarely taught as a vowel, but it's critical, especially for my Spanish-speaking friends. It's the sound, okay? And so this, great to hear, this sound, as in word, heard, bird, murder, all these sounds, it's very hard for Spanish speakers to create them because they don't have that sound. It's not just throwing an R on a vowel, because in Spanish we have I, E, A, O, U, right? And so ear, air, R, or, ur. It's not there. But if we do the sound, and we put an R behind it, we can make that sound. So I have a technique that I use. 5 o'clock a.m. in India. You're up early, huh? So I have a technique that I use. What we do is we're going to say, okay? And what we're going to do while we say this is we're going to move the back of our tongue to the back of our throat. And do you hear that back there? So what's happening as we move our tongue back there, it's creating what we call a rhotic quality. And the resonance is creating that R. But the secret here is that we're already creating that vowel in front of it, that neutral vowel that makes the sound, right? So So these are critical in English to learn, because not only does the help with the sound, which is very important, but it also is instrumental in the rhythm of English, and especially American English. Next, we'll go to the back vowels. We have oo, o, and ah. All right. Oo as in boot, as in book, O as in boat, or as in bought, as in bought. And then we have, sorry for my dog, she's trying to get something. I might have to put her away in a second. Next we have the additional diphthongs. So here we have oi and ow. Okay, oi and ow. And those are the 15 vowels and diphthongs in English.